Mommy, you miss me, don't you? Haters, wish you could hit me, don't you?
Yo, what up, YouTube? All right, Zach back again. Let's do it. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna get a little better this time. All right, but this time I really want to show you guys how to make your sneaker boxes a little more organized, a little better, and make custom sneakers just like that. Custom sneaker stickers. You get the gist. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'll show you everything you need, and then we can get started. I'll do a couple of them or whatnot. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're back. So I'll show you the stuff that you need. One of the most important items that you need is an X-Acto kit. A bunch of X-Acto knives. That way we can cut this thing out with precision, and it'll look good when it's on your box. I mean, you want it to be, looking professional or whatnot. And what it does really is, not the X-Acto knives, but I had a lot of sneakers, so it allows me not to have to open up every box in order to find out what sneaker I want to wear. Also, like, it's companies that sell stickers, but they only sell certain stickers, and they don't sell sneakers. They're for the most hype beast sneakers. The most popular sneakers. That's what they sell the stickers for. So I need stuff for just any random stuff, even general releases. So that's why I started doing this myself. So you need X-Acto knife. All right, and also to cut, I have a cutting pad, double-sided. This is self-healing. You don't have to have this. You can cut on glass. If you have a piece of spare glass sitting around or whatnot. I prefer this method. It's a lot smoother, a lot easier to go about doing it. So you need this to cut on. But anything that you feel comfortable cutting up underneath, knowing that X-Acto knife is going to go through, use that. So that's one. That's the next item. Number three. You need pictures, man. You gotta have pictures. So I order my pictures from Snapfish. That's where I order mine. I'm not like I'm not promoting those guys or anything. It's just where I go all the time. So Snapfish is where I go. So the thing with them is they always have coupons. So, and I always order doubles just in case I mess up a photo. So maybe, I don't know, 100 photos that I just took. Well, yeah. Anyway, I paid I didn't take 100, I was 40 or so, 80 photos. I got 100-ish, 120 photos for $7. All I had to pay was shipping. So, I mean, that's hard to beat. But even if you can't do this, you can go to Walmart, Walgreens, like anyone that develops film from like your camera or whatnot, or your cell phone. Like, you can take those photos and call it a day. Now, my photos, like I do I put little backdrops on them. So that way it's crystal clear what I have to cut. I don't have to worry about the background, so I put like a white sheet in the back or a black sheet, whatever, and then I take a still photo with my DSLR camera. I don't usually do this with my cell phone. So that makes it a whole lot easier, believe me. When it's time to start cutting stuff, it makes it a whole lot easier to cut when you have a backdrop. So I would recommend doing a backdrop. So that way, when you get done, you can have stuff like, these are some I already did. That's already cut out. Much easier with the backdrop. I promise you. If you do it without a backdrop, it starts getting more complex and complicated. So that's the way I do it. All right, so now we got all that out the way. We got one more thing that you need. And that is good old double-sided tape. That's how we're gonna make it stick to the box. So you'll definitely need this. If you don't have double-sided tape, you could always have regular tape and roll it up into a small cylinder and then put it on the back. But I prefer double-sided tape. It makes life a lot easier, a lot more simplistic. It takes seconds. And it looks a lot more professional, a lot better, a lot more neat. I love having my stuff neat. So double-sided tape, you can pick this up anywhere, Walmart, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, it doesn't matter, any place. They're all the same. So there you go. That's everything that we'll need to complete this job. Literally everything. We won't need anything else. Well, you need shoes. So hold on, let me get set up and then I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. We're all set up. The sneaker I'll be cutting out is the LeBron Fruity Pebbles 15. So just work with me. We'll go through this together so you can all see how I generally do this. It's time consuming, but if you care and you really want to have your collection look nice, especially if you get them sitting up on a wall or in boxes and all that kind of stuff, then just take your time. It's no rush. The longer you take, the better it'll be. All right, so let's get started. So I got my X-Acto knife, and we just started out. It's not too much to this. A lot of people ask me about getting this done. You don't have to press really hard. I mean, it's an X-Acto knife, so it's really sharp. I prefer to turn the picture opposed to turning the knife everywhere. It just seems to be, it works better. This is maybe the second time I've done a set of these photos for my collection, and they all turned out pretty good. So, not bad at all. Just like I said before, a little time consuming, but nothing that, it takes a few minutes. Now me, I like to also, once I cut some, so I cut a piece, this isn't obviously not complete. I'll let that go. Like I'll cut that piece off. So that way it's not in my way of rotating the picture and I know what I've cut when I get a certain amount off. Like especially when I'm on the sides or the sides or the bottom, like I tend to cut that little piece that's hanging off. So, but I promise you, it doesn't take that long. Very easy process. So that way your collection can look just as neat, if not more neat, than my collection. But just following all the grooves, that's the big thing. Because you want it to still look like the sneaker that you purchased as you're cutting. So it doesn't have to be super perfect, but I mean, mainly you want it to be, put the effort in that you want it to look like. But I promise, if you rush through this with an X-Acto knife, it's gonna look horrible. But even doing, going through this process, the first set I did, I learned that lesson about the having extras because of the, I messed up a few, not when I was cutting them, but when I was, as I would walk by the boxes, I would, like my sleeve might rub on them or something like that. Like, and it started messing up the sticker would kind of roll back on itself. So I didn't like the way that looked, but I didn't have another photo to cut out. So I was kind of stuck. So from that point forward, I knew I was going to be getting I would get 2 photos opposed to getting 1 photo, so I could always have a backup. In case anything else happened, I can cut that one out. So see, we're already halfway done. Look at that, we got the bottom cut out. All right. Yeah, but I've been doing this for a while. Years, actually. Like, and even like, I don't know, some sneakers I would be like very meticulous about getting every groove on the outsole and stuff. Like, I don't know, sometimes if I'm like really bored, I guess, and I don't have anything else to do, like I'll do it that way. But as long as you get the general idea, because once you put it on a box from a distance, you won't be able to tell. It'll just look neat. It'll look clean, even if you do like just a straight line. But we almost there, guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in, all the support, everything that we've been going through, trying to get these videos out. But I'm getting better, a little bit here and there. We'll see if this one works out a little better. But it's not bad at all. Like I said before, you might want to, you try it whichever way you like. I prefer to turn the paper more opposed to turning a knife. I just set my knife at an angle and just turn it. turn the paper with the knife, so that way it's much more precise of a cut. And then you have one streamlined line, and you're not have a lot of points where you pick it up, drop it off, that kind of stuff. All right, so we almost there, guys. We almost there. Oops, there you go. We're getting there. We still got a little more up top to cut out. Yeah, but you mess up, it's all right. No big deal. Just cut off the excess so you can see where you can start from, and try to make it make sense if you only have one set of photos. Do what you gotta do to make it make sense from a distance. All right, now, for the most part, we're finished cutting it out. All right, so that's the finished that's the finished product. That's what we're working with. All right, but see, I like to cut out like these little holes right here for like the tongue tab and the heel tab. I like to cut those out. So work with me. We're gonna get it together. We're almost there. And hopefully this video helps somebody. That way you can teach somebody else how to do this. It's time consuming, like I keep telling you guys. It's very time consuming. But it's worth it in the end. The results are absolutely worth it. Everybody always compliments me on these when they come over to the house and how organized it is. So it's just as good as having like your original boxes and stuff. So nothing bad about it. But you got any questions about it, hit the comments, ask me something, I'll let you know. I tried to give you all the information that I thought that you would be necessary. I might have left something out, but I'm pretty sure I covered all the bases. So here you go. This is how you make a sticker. And then you would just take the double stick tape, put a piece on the back, and then tape that wherever you like to on your box that makes sense for your collection. That's it. So at the end of that, you would have this right on there. Open and shut case. Real easy. I mean, I love this game. I love the sneaker game. It shows you right here how much I love it, because I do this for every pair of shoes that I purchase. So I hope this was useful and helpful to somebody. Subscribe if you like the video, man. Like it. I really think that this is a really helpful tip for everybody that's involved in the game. Everybody likes to be organized. So I appreciate you guys watching and taking the time. Maybe taught you something new today. And I'll holler at you guys later. All right.